Hello, hello. Are we live? We always got to wait, a solid 20 to 30 seconds. Just want to make sure things are working. Oh, yeah, we're live. We are live. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a little exhausted, so I'm already yawning. Oh, pardon me. This stream might be a bit super short, but fear not, because when we typically get 3 chapters in a row, the bi-weekly devil kind of knocks the door on us and say, hey, no chapter next week. But according to Viz, it seems like we are in fact getting another chapter. So rejoice. And over here in America, that'd be Thanksgiving week, so we can do one more stream next Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Greg Berg here, already gifting people 12. Oh, he's a member for 12 months. Can I see if I can give? No, man. See, I hate how it seems like now it's maybe done once every 2 months and not once a month that I thought, where I can just give 10 gifted channel members. New icon unlocked. Oh, Robin, okay. Robin is saying Manga Plus even confirms this. So we are getting a chapter next week. So that is good. That is a good thing. Shout out to all the 38 people right now joining. I'm sure there might be more people trickling in. Robin, I wanted to tell you, because I know you bought a playmat from me on nengarden.com, and I'm not going to say shameless plug-in because I worked really hard at this website. And that's why I'm not uploading as frequently, because I'm putting a lot of my eggs in this basket right here. Robin, I know I said I would gift you the Chainsaw Man Volume 17 for being a bro. However, when I went on Amazon, it actually said it's not going to release until January. So I don't know what you would like me to do here. Do you own volume 16 of Chainsaw Man? Is that even out? Let me just see. Chainsaw Man volume 16. Yeah, volume 16 is definitely out. It came out back in September, but it's saying 17 will not release until January, and the playmat will release sometime in December. So you tell me what you want to do. If you want me to gift you volume 16, let me know. If you have it, if not, let me know what other manga you would like me to gift you, because I just want to show you my thanks. It's okay, I own 16. Ooh. Well, let me know if there's another volume, some manga volume that you would like me to gift you. And a lot of people are like, dude, why are you having this one-on-one personal talk? We're all here. I know, everyone is here. D is here, Ronnie's here, Sketch is here, Mystic Bobby's here, Greg Bobby, Greg Bird is here, Monez is here, Lord Exo Hunter's here. Everyone's here. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just saying selfishly, because Robin is the first person from the community to purchase one of these incredible desk mats / mouse pads. I just want to show him some love. Again, we have about 6 of these left. If you type in gift code orange, you get an additional 5% off of this right here. We have about 6 left, and for the Chainsaw and War playmat, we have about, I think, 11 in stock. So, guys, if you want to support your boy, this is how we are doing it. And then I think I showed you guys last week the Don to Don t-shirts. We're gonna do Don to Don merch at some point. Yeah, I think we'll disclose that, more sometime in January. Right now, I just want to prioritize just doing the playmats. So, yeah. So, Robin, let me know if there's a manga you would like. Just let me know. DM me on Twitter. I don't know if I really publicly show off my Twitter, but it's right here, DJ Miles. I mean, you guys know who I am, right? So, there it is. Robin, just DM me if you have Twitter. And yeah, we'll get that taken care of. So let me actually go ahead and lower the music real quick. And yeah, so nengarden.com. Chainsaw Man chapter 184 is here, titled Run Denji. So let's go ahead and talk about this chapter. I mean, there's some great things to discuss, but I feel like it's pretty, it's a typical Chainsaw Man chapter where we just salivate getting these chapters weekly. Yeah, I know all of us do. We're the most hardcore of people in the fandom. And, this is just another example, for better and for worse, that you read this and it takes like less than 2 minutes, right? Basically, in a nutshell, Asa and Yoru doesn't really know what Denji's plan is. Denji, we just know from their perspective that they are running, or Denji's been running laps, right? Aging Devil approaches Denji. We'll get into the nitty and gritty of what that means later on. And Denji says, hey, you know what? Even if you strip away more family members from me, guess what? I will just find new ones. I'll rebuild. And it seems like Denji has this momentum, this shift in perspective on being positive and knowing that despite all these crap burgers that may still come my way, I at least have girls to look forward to. I have a lot of good food to look forward to. And I have more family members. Like, people will find me, right? And, even I think Denji's being humble about it, but like also knowing that you are the Chainsaw Man Devil, believe me, people will definitely gravitate around you, Denji. So, so we have nothing to worry about. But what's the plan? I'm surprised we don't get the plan. Fujimoto is teasing us that Denji has a plan in motion. He's been running a few laps. I did theorize in my video that's out now, chapter 184, what it could be. But, there's only two real concrete ways that it can go. And maybe the two theories are kind of merged into one, but they're still kind of incomplete. So we'll get to that. But, this is all to say, like, yeah, this is a good chapter, but another chapter that takes 2 minutes to read and you're like, oh man, that's it. I gotta wait another week. But again, no bi-weekly Devil next week. So we will get to all that. Let me see. Robin says, I know her Twitter, I can DM. Also getting tired, going full force. Okay. Lord Exo Hunter says, Miles, you should consider moving over to Blue Sky considering the direction Twitter is in. Oh, yeah, I do have one. I just literally made one like yesterday. That's my friend Casey. Yeah, like just go ahead and pull this up. My friend Casey works at IGN. Very cool. So, yeah, guys, if you want to follow me here, I'm on, what's this called? Yeah, Bisky, Blue Sky, whatever. I'm right here. You can follow me here. You can follow my merch store, Nen Garden, as well. I think you type in Nen Garden. I'm right here. Nen Garden. Look at that. Ta-da. So, yeah, follow me there. I guess this is like Twitter, but different. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot more people talk about it recently. There you go. Follow me there. Mystic Bobby, Yoru is probably still salty over the fact that Aging Devil stole her spotlight of eliminating Pochita. I mean, that face says it all. That's funny. She's salty also didn't let her kiss him some more. Yeah. I mean, I like how no one's really talking about this, but, they're really speaking like, two sisters. Two peas in a pod, right? Is Denji coping because he's never had a permanent family? Interesting. I don't know if he's... I don't know. I don't think you're wrong for thinking that, but I don't think he's coping. I think he just has this new shift in perspective and knowing that, hey, again, life is going to throw me a lot more crap burgers, right? Like the philosophy, the thing that he told Asa had to remind him, right? It's like, hey, remember what you said to me? Like, there's going to be a lot more crap burgers, but you said, I have motivation to live. And at the time, Denji told Asa, I'm doing it because I can potentially have more intercourse, right? But Asa saying, look, there's going to be a lot more crap burgers, but there's also going to be, again, more reasons to live. And what does Denji say? Well, yeah, you're right. There's more food and girls I want to get with. So, yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily cope, but more so like, oh, yeah, life is just shitty sometimes, but life is also really good many times. Let me see. Crybeer Apple. And if you guys hear me speak a little weird, man, I'm telling you, I got these canker sores, and of course I have one like on my tongue, like literally on my tongue. It's just so annoying. Ugh, man. What was I gonna say? So Crybeer Apple says, I bet you running, he's upsetting his stomach to throw up. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want to talk about the meat and potatoes. I guess we can talk about that right now. We'll get to that in a sec. Double Bastard, do you see the volume 19 cover? Yes, we will talk about that too. I'm now your 6th follower here. Waffle Boy. Johnny says, no way I got warned and banned. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Mystic Bobby says it's no surprise that Denji has a pretty high battle IQ. We saw him outsmart opponents multiple times like Katana Man, Eternity Devil, Makima, and etc. Can't wait to see him outsmarting next week. Denji is regularly underestimated, as most people just brush him off as a fool. And I think to that extent, that's how he capitalizes in these situations. So, complimenting what Mystic Bobby is saying, yeah, Double B, I agree. So, do we talk about Volume 19 first, or do we talk about the Denji theory? Let's talk about Fumiko. Fumiko is in the cover of Volume 19. All right. Why? Because typically the volume covers, like, the characters have like a good prevalent role in like those set of 8 chapters, yeah? What did Fumiko really contribute in volumes 19? Can someone actually even look up what 8 chapters volume 19 is going to cover? Because if it's more so just her talking to the politician saying like, hey, by the way, public safety is like buddies with the aging devil. Let's make this contract with the aging devil. It's like, okay, cool. I mean, that's a pretty important thing to discuss and to bring up. But for her to get a dedicated volume cover, I don't know, man. Seems a bit whack. At least with Yoshida in volume 17, there's a lot going on with his character. And, he's been well established in this story, right? Like, there's enough to say, okay, you know what? Him being on volume 17 is fine. And then, of course, bringing it to the aging devil stuff, that whole debate of, like, was Yoshida inside the aging devil's pocket dimension the entire time? And you guys know the panel I'm talking about, like him looking at the forest, right? Yoshida, forest, Chainsaw Man. We all know the one, right? Here we go. Ta-da. What does that allude to? What does that mean? I really hope that Fujimoto did this so we can have some type of correlation and connection, because now people would be more cognizant of what is going on within these volume covers in volume 18, and potentially what we could get inside volume 19 as well. So if Fumiko's on the cover, I would like to think it's because Fujimoto's hinting at something we should be on the lookout for. But if not, it's like, yeah, it's a cute volume cover, right? I mean, here's Fumiko doing her thing, but it's like, is it just as simple as, well, here's Fumiko sitting on a chair behind some paintings and that's it? Or is there more than meets the eye? We'll have to wait and see. Lotaru says, no midriff L cover. What is Fujimoto going to do with Fumiko? I feel like there's a lot of stuff in the cover art that is going over our heads. Yeah, well said. Fumiko is like the beginning of the romantic confusion of Denji. Yeah, but then like why not like make her the volume cover like when that was first a thing, right? Like I feel like we're so many chapters deep, especially with the most recent stuff, that like, you know, that's not really a thing that most audiences would even say now, right? It's a good looking cover though. My goat is washed. Mickey says, I guess she's going to be a main character for the real world. I mean, if this is the beginning of what we will see her do more of, let's welcome it. You cannot be in public safety if you don't have a, like, what's her devil contract? We still don't know this. We were speculating and theorizing all this stuff for so long. Waffle Boy says it should cover 165 to 175, but that's just me looking into the fandom wiki. So, okay, let's do some detective work. What happened in chapter 165 to 175? Let's go ahead. 165. Let's see. Okay, so this is the beginning of the quote-unquote torture Denji arc. But she's not really in any of these chapters, right? We don't see her. We know what happened to Shinji hands. Okay, well, look at that. That's a thing. We go to Sushiushi. So, hold on. So, you said 165 to 175. Okay, yeah. We do not see Fumiko at all. When do we actually see her? Is it in chapter 170? No. 172 is when we see her? No. Although, we could actually, like, just see what could one of these devils that has been eaten by Chainsaw Man bring about in the aging devil's world. Okay, so I guess to wrap up the Fumiko thing, look, if she's in, if the chapters is, what is it, 165 to 175, the only thing established about her relevance is her bringing up the aging devil and how, you know, public safety's buddies with, you know, the aging devil and the politicians should make this contract, blah, blah, blah. So if that's the case, I think it's pretty lame that she's on volume 19. It's a good cover. But for her to have a dedicated volume cover, you know, I don't know. Why not like do Asa or Yoru again? Because 18 was Naita, yeah? I don't know. I feel like we could have done something else. Or why couldn't it have been like Black Chainsaw Man? Give us a cover of Black Chainsaw Man. I feel like that would have been warranted. Or give us something else with Denji again. You know, like I feel like whenever you read or whenever you guys see a volume cover, it's because this person's like, there's a lot of dedication to this person in this specific arc, right? A lot of manga do that. So I don't know. Not saying the cover's bad, just missed opportunity to not show someone else. Like maybe Barum, maybe Black Chainsaw Man again, you know, maybe even like Denji and Pochita, right? Like there could have been something more there. For it to be Fumiko, I think is a bit of a fumble. So Light Knight says she is in volume 174. A single chapter. Yeah. Happy Kaiju says it's Japanese sign language. It means I'll see you later. Oh, talking about the volume cover? Okay. I'll see you later. So maybe, you know, there's something Fujimoto might have cooking up for her relatively soon. Keep in mind, volume 17 with Yoshida shows him looking depressed in the forest. And now how, what, almost 20 chapters later, we could see him surface with the aging devil, perhaps? So, all right. So, you know, maybe Happy Kaiju might be teasing all of us something here, right? What is Fumiko saying I'll see you later for and going to be relevant in perhaps even 20 chapters from now? Which, I didn't mention this in the chapter review. Can you guys believe we have almost as many chapters from part 2 as we did in part 1? Right? We're going to have almost as many chapters in part 2 as we did in part 1. And I still feel like we have a long way to go with part 2 you know, prior to end, right? So something to keep in mind. Joel says maybe the aging devil will become a bigger character. I would have loved to have seen the aging devil, right? Because the falling devil had a dedicated volume cover. Why couldn't the aging devil, right? Like this would have been perfect for the aging devil, or maybe actually volume 20 will be the aging devil. So yeah, I like that. But okay, so Fumiko stuff aside, I'm actually glad we did go to these chapters here. Because let's keep in mind who these devils are in Special Division 5. We have the ear, we have the snow, we have, what's this, like gator, we had bitterness. I don't know. We got this baby girl right here. Whatever. So they're basically eaten by Pochita. Oh, and the pill bug, right? We had like the pill bug devil. Right? So this dude. Oh no, he was just eliminated. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Pochita definitely consumed him. Okay. So now let's put on the thinking caps, right? And we'll go into the theory of like why Denji's running. So let's go with theory number 1. If Denji's running to throw up a devil, what devil is he going to throw up in the aging devil's world to help him out or to help out Pochita in the real world? So as we can see here, Pochita consumed the ear devil, but we know that the ear devil was regurgitated in the real world and everyone got their ears. So by process of elimination, the ear devil is irrelevant. We see snow and bitterness thrown up in the aging devil's world, and we see the forest is filled with snow and bitterness as well. I don't know. It was a memory that brought back, this touching moment with Reze. Will we see Reze again? I don't know. We're not talking about that. So who do we have left? We have like this gator. We have this dude. We have this like emo girl. We have the pill bug. Can anyone speculate what the pill bug, gator, emo girl might actually just be the bitterness? I don't know. And then this like minotaur looking dude. What can these devils do if, again, going to theory number 1, Denji's going to throw up one of these devils, help out Pochita in the real world to give Asa and Denji this chance to escape? And I'm presenting the question to you guys because I'm not saying like, because I'm certainly not saying this like as if I know something. It's like, no. I'm fucking lost in the dark. I'm lost in the dark just like you guys, okay? King says, at DJ Miles, I saw this good theory circulating around. Denji might be running to try to kickstart Pochita's heart. Yeah, and you know what? That's theory number 2 that we can get into because I also brought that up. She isn't bitterness. We saw how bitterness looks. Okay, true. So I'm saying then who is like this emo looking devil, right? So we got like Gator, we got this emo looking girl, we have the pill bug, and we got Minotaur dude, right? Oh, and we know we have the octopus as well. So let's go to 173. This is the last time we see Yoshida, by the way. Ears thrown up. Let's go to 174. Fumiko makes a debut. Okay. Octopus, mouth, snow, and bitterness erased. So we got snow and bitterness brought back. Mouth was brought back. Okay. So we have octopus. What can the octopus devil do with snow-covered aging devil dimensional pocket space? I don't know. We see, yeah, so mouth has disappeared, but, we know we get it back. And we see, yeah, mouth is brought back, so All right, so did Denji consume the pill bug and the emo looking girl and the other people? I'm not sure. And then this is when we go to the gun goddess and all that stuff, and this is probably like some of the coolest stuff here. But let's just talk about the theory. I don't know if, again, we go to theory 1, Denji throws up someone. What are those devils going to do to help out the aging devil? I really don't know. The one on the right looks like a mega brain devil, lol. Yeah, I have no idea, dude. Maybe. What if he is trying to puke up a weapon devil to give Yoru a power-up, considering he heard them talking when he said in the last chapter that devil's powers don't work? Ooh, and this would actually be a perfect way if, let's just say, the nuclear war devil was thrown up, right? I mean, you, like, decimate the entire forest. There's nothing there. You can't really die. But I wonder if, like, the power of nukes would be strong enough to, like, negate something within the aging devil's world where it's like, oh no, like there's no peace here, right? And all these people turn into trees to be reincarnated into Earth later. So maybe by vomiting the nuclear war and you decimate the entire area, like that kind of does something to the aging devil. I don't know. And I'm sure there's more weapons that, you know, obviously, you know, Chainsaw Man has consumed from Yoru's power side of things, but the nuclear war has been something heavily teased from the beginning of part 2. Prince says, if they set that devil free, it will be the end of all of us. I mean, don't forget, we have all the ones mentioned in part 1 as well. Maybe might not be relevant enough to bring back so suddenly. Yeah. Let me see. Wait, I just realized the octopus has tongues and teeth. At DJ Miles, didn't he consume a part of the sword hybrid in the last volume? No, I don't think so. Can you tell me what chapter that could be? Now would have been a great time for the fire devil. Ooh, yes. The fire devil's still lurking. The fire devil's still lurking. Watch him puke up the Hitler devil in order to give Yoru a major buff. I'm sure a devil or weapon is obviously going in there. Yeah. Okay, so that aside, let's talk about theory number 2. This is what I also brought up. Let's go to chapter, I think it's 180, where we see the introduction of the guy with the underwear. Okay. Let's keep the main points or a refresher on what the guy said here. Okay. So this is the world the aging devil created. He used to be a respected devil hunter, but he slowly has been losing his mind, right? He's been there for 82 years. He's the youngest one. And in this world, you don't get hungry. You don't get thirsty. He's attempted to off himself several times, but you cannot die here. There are other humans deeper in the forest, but they've lost their minds. So don't go deep into the forest. And, you know, frightening, wow, I cannot talk. And even the creepier thing is that deeper in the forest, you find out there's people who turn into trees and, you know, they say they're 1,000 years and then they get reincarnated back into the earth. We don't really know how that process necessarily works, but that's all the facts we know. So, bring it back to the second theory. Why is Denji running around the forest? If Denji's running around the forest nonstop, he's huffing and puffing. But we know that you don't get thirsty in this world, you don't get hungry, and you cannot die in this world, okay? So, is Denji running to make his heart pump blood? Because when you run, you know, your heart gets bigger, it gets larger, and you're pumping more blood, and we see even the aging devil comment in this specific chapter that, like, hey, you and Pochita share one heart. And Denji is running a lot to pump blood in that heart, and we know he can't die. So is that blood going to be transferred into the real world for Pochita to be regenerated? Right? Like the blood has to go somewhere. So is the blood going to be regenerated into Pochita and, he becomes perfect? Okay, it's like, okay, great. So how's Pochita, even regenerated, going to help out Denji and Asa in the Aging Devil's dimension? Like that's the part that kind of like is having me stumped. I feel like they both have to help out each other. So maybe Denji is running to pump enough blood to have Pochita regenerated, and Denji did throw up the Snow and Bitterness Devil, not because of his own volition, but because of Pochita having Denji remember that, like, hey, like, I'm not purposely erasing these things so you can forget them. Like, I want you to remember Snow so you can think of Aki and Power, and I want you, when you think of bitterness, to remind yourself of Reze and, the concept of love. So you can still throw up Octopus. That, I guess, would now bring up the memories of Yoshida. Sure. You have, like, the emo girl. You have the Minotaur-looking one. You have the Pill Bug Devil. Like this is where I'm stumped. I'm just actually stumped. I don't know what that's going to mean, right? So Prince Rollins, yeah, infinite blood glitch. Okay, cool. I just still don't know how Pochita is going to fight the Aging Devil. Like, what is... I don't know. I mean, you defeat the Aging Devil and then, you kind of bring back Asa and Yoru by proxy. Sure, that makes sense. But we saw what the Aging Devil did a few chapters ago. And the Aging Devil at point blank stopped this massive attack from the War Devil, who Pochita couldn't handle, right? Like, this major blast, Prime Pochita got decimated by. So I don't see what Pochita is going to do to the Aging Devil. I mean, I want to see the fight. Don't get me wrong. Let's not get it twisted here. I'm just saying this powerful blast wrecked Pochita. So even if Pochita is regenerated by Denji pumping blood, what is Pochita going to do to the Aging Devil? But to be fair, maybe this is like the pay-per-view fight we've been clamming for the entire time. Like, we've seen Chainsaw Man fight the Falling Devil, but the Falling Devil was kind of holding back, and the Falling Devil, when it got serious, just overpowered Chainsaw Man, but more so Denji. So what can a Prime Pochita, now fully regenerated, going to do if it got nuked by this attack that we see the Aging Devil effortlessly crumble from Yoru? I don't know. Like, I'm stumped. I don't know. I mean, guys, talk to me. Let me go ahead and read the comments. Fumo says, it's pretty cool how Denji speaks about finding new family, and it's based on how Makima tried to break his contract on part 1 after she eliminated Power. Yep. It's probably Cope, but I saw a theory saying he's making his blood flow to summon the Blood Devil IRL. Yeah, I think that's Cope. I think whatever blood that was in Denji from part 1 that had, like, Power's blood was basically gone, My bad, misremembered. It was the Spear Hybrid in chapter 152 he consumed a part of. Ooh, he consumed a part of the Hybrid Devil in 152? Let me see. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Interesting if this comes back full circle many chapters later, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Pardon me. Sketch says, if the forest is a small physical place, then that means this is the only time Pochita and Denji have been apart. Simi says if time passes slower, he maybe can get Pochita's blood to pump in hyperspeed and get OP. Maybe. I don't know. I just still feel like we're missing a piece to the puzzle. Like, I feel like, yeah, maybe that's spot on. Okay, great. But, like, what is Pochita going to do? I feel like Denji's running to pump blood to get Pochita to become his full form. Pochita, in return, is going to make Denji vomit another devil, let's say Octopus and, I don't know, Minotaur Devil, Pillbug, whatever. I think that's the part we're just not thinking hard enough about. Like, what can the Octopus do in the Aging Devil's world to complement what Pochita could do to the Aging Devil on, on the opposite side of things, right? I don't know. Double B says, my theory is that the Death Devil is how we get rid of the Aging Devil, as most deaths, sorry, the canker sore again, is related to AIDS, so she would not want the Aging Devil to cease to exist. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That would be pretty cool, right? Like the Death Devil's like, oh my god, aging. Like, I could eliminate you, but it becomes like a high diff battle. So Pochita and the War Devil and Death join forces to take out aging. And that would be pretty cool. And a pretty sweet introduction, Puffy Pocket says, or Puffy Pocky says, Fami is still in the regular world, and I doubt she would just let two incredible, powerful allies for the Death not to be present. So she might be cooking something. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, man. Fami has been the unknown, and we know Fami's cooking something. The 43rd Fire Demon says, Denji will remember when he fell in love with a crocodile and break out summoning it through the lake. Denji throws up fire, Baron flamethrower to burn down the forest. But Denji never, consumed Barum, though. Krator says, I think Light Knight cooked with the heart disease theory. Denji's heart right now is probably normal, so he has the disease again. Yoshida can get his power back and know how to get out because he's been there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, right? Okay, I like that. So Denji pumps his blood, makes Pochita regenerate. Pochita, in return, then makes Denji vomit the octopus. And then because he vomits the octopus, it's Yoshida. I don't know if Yoshida will appear. But let's just say, the octopus obviously has a link with Yoshida. And then Yoshida ends up telling Denji and Asa, right? In the real world with Black Chainsaw Man, right? That hey, I know how to escape. You got to do XYZ. I mean, maybe it's just as simple as that. The 3 said Fami isn't cooking, she's eating. Always eating. Taishim says, sorry I'm late, but I'm still curious about the fake Chainsaw Man. I know. Don't even get me started with the fake Chainsaw Man. Right now, we ain't talking about the fake Chainsaw Man because that's a whole different can of worms. I do like what Isaac says. It's true he has heart problems, but keep in mind that his heart is Pochita, and Pochita kind of rectified the heart problems, right? I don't know. We'll see. But what a crazy callback if the heart problems that we know that Denji's mother had is brought back in light, because now again you can't die, but there's still something within the heart, right? I don't know. Interesting. So all that theorizing aside, let's just quickly review the chapter, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, Denji told Asa and Yoru that he has a plan, but hasn't told them yet exactly what it is. So we know that he's been running around the labs ever since he said he had the plan. But Yoru thinks Denji has lost his mind, in the way that this guy in the underwear has lost his mind mentally, right? We see here the Aging Devil now interacts with Denji and says a few things, right? Point number 1. Denji, I'll give you another chance. Just do what I say and I'll let you live. And Denji's like, okay, what does that entail? Come on, page 6. Refresh. The aging devil tells Denji, your heart is connected to Chainsaw Man in the real world. I want you to convince him to eat me. So when Denji asks why, it's as simple as, well, I just want to see children slaughtered. That's it. You sacrifice children, then you'll be saved. And, one of the best panels, I didn't even really go into it in the review because I feel like, I should have mentioned it, just a quick thing. But Denji says, of course not. Because Chainsaw Man's a hero. And Chainsaw Man is a hero to the public perception, to the public eye. I feel like that idea is reinforced here. And he's basically saying, like, look, man, Pochita has no problem eliminating a lot of people, as we clearly saw in part 1. But in part 2, no. The line is drawn right here. Pochita will not nonchalantly or indirectly sacrifice children just to have Denji and Asa brought back into the real world, right? Like, no. Chainsaw Man refuses to do that. So I like that. Falling Devil ends up telling Denji, you're optimistic. And then Denji's like, well, you got a problem with that? He's like, not really, but I'm just surprised that you moved on this quickly. Transitioning into the conversation of, hey, didn't Naita just die? So if you bounce back, I guess you never really loved her that much. And Denji's like, bro, you don't know the relationship I had with Naita. And again, another breakthrough moment for Denji here. Because I feel like this conversation easily could have turned out, even a few chapters ago saying, yeah, you're right. Like, if I gotten over her, then maybe, like, there's something wrong with me. And no, I like how now his perspective is like, bro, you don't know the relationship I had with Naita. I loved Naita, and Naita loved me. And, even to go one step above is for him to say that, and I'll tell you what else, I'm going to find family again. Because, again, there's a lot of bad stuff that's going to happen in life, but there's going to be a lot of good stuff, too. So he brings up this thing that he said back with the Eternity Devil arc, right? The perpetual motion machine. Well, what did that mean in the Eternity Devil arc? Well, as long as he can keep on consuming blood, he has enough strength to keep on fighting the Eternity Devil. And then the Eternity Devil finally, gave in because it's like, okay, I just don't want to deal with this. This hurts. Just put me out of my misery. And that's how they escaped the Eternity Devil pocket dimension. So the Aging Devil has this much superior pocket dimension, or aka domain expansion. So I like how this is quite literally coming back full circle. What's the perpetual motion machine? Well, again, we already discussed the theories. He's either going to throw up someone, he's making his heart big to pump more blood into Pochita, etc. We'll see how that pans out. But nevertheless, he ends up telling the Aging Devil, if you want to do something with my heart, give me a family, right? Oh, so sweet. Come on, you're telling me he's not going to do something here? Like, he's not going to do something here with, Naita. I feel like you bring up, hey, guys, Naita's dead. And in the last chapter, hey, Denji, remember? Naita running? Naita's dead? It's like, nah. I think this is confirmation that Naita's alive. In what capacity? I don't know. But in the many times I've discussed this already, right? You cannot introduce a new control devil, a reincarnated control devil, in this final moments, right? If we're in the final arc of Chainsaw Man, you just can't reintroduce a new control devil and have the audience care enough than the investment we've had over Naita, right? That's why I feel like Naita has to be alive, because having Naita join forces with Fami, Asa, and Denji against battling death, I'm gonna root more for Naita as opposed to a new reborn again control devil, right? So, not to tread on the same wheel over and over again. That's why I feel like Naita has to be alive. And again, Aging Devil to say hey, Denji, remember Naita's dead? You don't care for Naita? It's okay, all right. I feel like this chapter basically confirms Naita's alive, 100%. Waffle Boy said, yeah, that moment reminded me of 265 of JJK. Yeah. With the whole thing with Nobara, right? It's like, okay. Yeah, bro. Nobara's alive. Bravery says, Copium, we actually get the happy ending with Denji, Aki, and Power back together in some form, plus Knives is definitely alive with hints of Reze potentially returning, then Denji gets Asa and Yoru reveal. Ooh, yeah. I like the cope. Give me the cope. Crabbeer Apple says, not gonna lie, I hope Naita is gone, as cruel as it is, and if Fujimoto brings her back, he might as well bring back Power and Reze too. Ooh, Crabbeer Apple with the spice. Look, I think I made my case on why Naita is back, okay? And the thing with Power is that Fujimoto left it very open. It's very intentional, right? We don't need to pull back the Power thing from part 1. What did Power tell Denji? Find the Blood Devil. And somehow by finding the new reincarnated Blood Devil, that is somehow going to potentially bring me back. I don't know. You don't have to like it. I'm just saying there's enough credence there for it to happen. Now let's talk about point 3. Reze. Oh man, I feel like we have beaten this idea many times too. One, obviously for Cope, because I love Reze. We all love Reze. We've seen the 6 hybrids. You cannot not include Reze because bombs is a pretty big, important arsenal for war. So look, I'm not saying Fujimoto is going to reintroduce Reze and things are going to be happily ever after. I'm going to say Fujimoto is going to do Fujimoto things and bring us Reze. And Reze get absorbed, sell Android 18 style, and become a part of Yoru's arsenal. You know, I can totally see that, but I don't think it's Cope. I can see where you're coming from. I think all this stuff is like open to interpretation, and I think Naita for sure is coming back. We're gonna get some variation of Power. If it's not the Power, right? So let me make that clear too. I'm not saying Power's coming back. I'm just saying some form of Power's coming back. Right? Just throwing that out there. Let's see. Reze, my beloved, please come back. Ooh, Robin says, damn, I need Twitter Premium to DM. Okay, you know what? If you followed me, hold on. Let me see. Let me just see where you're at, Robin. Robin, did you Robin, just let me know what your Twitter handle is, and then I can like just DM you. But yeah, anyway. I think that's a good stopping point. Let's go ahead and end it right there. I did say this was going to be a little bit shorter, so look at that. It was just 10 minutes shorter. GoneNenGarden.com. We still got the Chainsaw Man desk pads. We will be getting this in the middle of December. So they're $20. There is about 6 of them left. And yeah, I love you guys. Oh, tomorrow, just to throw it out there because everyone has been clamoring for the next Chainsaw Man part. Or Chainsaw Man part. Don to Don. We don't have the entire 80-minute video, but we have a 30-minute preview. Finally. And I say this respectfully, just to shut you guys up. Where's the Space Globalist video, DJ Miles? Where's the Space Globalist video? It's not done, but we have 30 minutes done, okay? We got a 30-minute teaser. So just to satisfy you guys, up until the holidays, up until Thanksgiving, this is early Thanksgiving. You're going to be eating good. 1/3 of the Space Globalist ARC video is out. This will be out first thing tomorrow morning. Yes, the thumbnail is wrong. Ignore the kaiju. It should say Space Globalist. Sumo, my thumbnail artist, has not responded to my DMs, but he's like busy doing stuff, so it's okay. That's why I don't mind. Ignore the thumbnail. That should be number 7. That should say Space Globalist. Ignore it. But this is basically the thumbnail. It's our girl Vamola. It's a 30-minute preview, okay? Not the entire thing, 30-minute preview. I love how it came out. You guys know I love Persona 2. There's going to be a Persona track in there during one of the best sequences in the Space Globalist arc. So, look out for that. And take care, guys. Yeah, that's it. We will be back next week. Who knows?